Hello everyone and welcome back to Season Review, another day and another team. Today we're gonna be taking a look at Toro Rosso, the Italian team that has seen the best season since its inception. Finishing 6th and with 85 points, it really has proven to be a good year for the team we were used to see not far from the back of the grid. With a new modification to the regulations, it meant that the teams could buy more parts from one another, and so they did, buying most components from the amazingly designed and proven aero masterpiece of the Red Bull team. With a lineup consisting of returning ex-Red Bull and ex-Toro Rosso driver Daniel Kvyat and F1 rookie Alexander Albon, they got off to a bit of a rocky start in testing, with Alex having his first outings on an F1 car and not even having his approved super license yet, as evident from the green lights at the back of his car, which he wrecked a couple of times, and Kvyat testing the waters as he returned to the category after a year off of racing. But as the season got started, the Thai driver got used to the car, and the Russian, who had nothing to prove, started showing results immediately, converting the car into a consistent point scorer within the first few races with his teammate right behind, both drivers impressing in what would be one of the tightest seasons yet. The team went on to enjoy a few good races, finishing high and clearly inside the points to make them a serious contender within the midfield. Eventually then came the German Grand Prix, which, as we have seen previously, gifted the teams with lesser cars but a superior strategy with an outstanding result, and a truly flawless drive gave the Russian his first podium since the 2016 Chinese Grand Prix, and confirmed that the Kvyat we had seen that year was back, as confident as ever and without the pressure to perform and deliver. He was doing that on his own, and continued to do so, securing his seat for the 2020 season. And then there is Albon, who on his rookie season was on par with his experienced teammate and never failed to show speed and consistency. Being a regular point scorer and having no previous experience on a top car, he was Red Bull's first choice when it came to replacing underperforming Gasly at the sister team Red Bull. And like that, in came Pierre Gasly, who had shown off his skill in the previous year's Toro Rosso and had a lot of hard work to do after his demotion from the big team. And deliver he did. Performing much better than with his previous car, it was clear that Gasly's place wasn't at the tricky Red Bull, and that he could truly express his driving style in the more flexible Toro Rosso, scoring similar results as he had on the Austrian steam car but on clearly slower machinery. It was a very hard season for Gasly up until the Brazilian Grand Prix, where with a truly flawless performance and a lot of luck, he managed to get his first podium and a second for the season for the team, with a brilliant P2. Toro Rosso went into the final race of the year in a situation they wouldn't have expected, fighting with the Renault Works team for P5 in the championship and Gasly tied in points with Sainz for P6 in the driver standings. But a first corner shunt pretty much ruined that, with the French a lap down and a poor qualifying for Kvyat, who would go on to pass both Renaults before the end of the race but couldn't get enough points. They finished up in P6 in the standings, and Gasly lost out on his 6th position to a last lap overtake from Sainz on Nico Hülkenberg, securing P10 in the race and gaining that small but needed advantage. Overall, we can truly say that if they keep up with their outstanding form, this year has certainly proven that Toro Rosso are a force to reckon with for 2020, which they hopefully do, as it would give us better racing, and that's what we want, isn't it?